Train yard review. Alright, back again with another train yard review. Today what I'm reviewing is the Troublesome truck. Troublesome truck I have in front of you today is the original Troublesome truck in the early days, in the 90s of the Thomas Wayne Railway line. This Troublesome truck has many similarities to the Troublesome brake van, which is actually more boxcar than a brake van, or a goods van if you're from the UK. So, the original one released had a white face, as you can see here, flat magnets, 2 staples on the bottom, and thin wheels. It had light gray paint and white faces. The white faces are known for. The white faces resemble greatly the Troublesome brake van, which has the same stamp. The white faces are considered rarer than the others, and one of the most rare items of the Thomas Wayne Railway line. Not the rarest. So, yeah. And then later, in 1993, they changed it to gray faces and darker paint. This one's in 1994. In 1994, they removed the staples, and it's still thin-wheeled. Oh wait, no, this is the 1996 one. Sorry. This is the 1994 one. They still have the staples in 1994, and thin wheels, flat magnets. In 1995, I guess, or 5 or 6, they removed the staples, added round magnets, and yeah. And then it didn't change much from this in later years, remaining the same, other than the fact that it is much lighter than the original. That's one thing I like to note. Not a lot of people have noted it. It's lighter than the original, not by much. I think just because of the face. To make that face stand out from the black, they had to make it darker. Wouldn't do as well on here. Now, I just love these items personally. Can't find much wrong about them because you can use them for just about anything. You can use them, look, you can put rocks in them, use them for ballast. You can say the rocks are something else, so it can be used for anything. It can be used for coal, it can be used in almost virtually any train. So they're highly compatible with everything. So that's one of the reasons I just love to use them. They're just great on the eyes too. They resemble so much all the trucks used in the TV series. Like the classic TV series, you did not see them going around with cars of candy or cars of books or anything. That's all the new stuff. If you're into remakes like classic or just episodes, I do not think you want to be taking it part of the new series. And the classic series, these were used a ton. And especially the Troublesome brake van, which is also known as a goods van, that was used a lot too. And those were just key items in the TV series. Not a lot of other things were used. Just stuff like the brake vans like you see there, and these are used in the 5th and 6th season, I believe. But not a lot of other things, other than passenger rolling stock. So that's something to know. And today, you can't get plain old Troublesome trucks like this. After they discontinued them, you could still get many other types of Troublesome trucks, just not these. They broke it up to several Troublesome trucks and brought them back in when they released this model you see here. This model basically generalized it so you couldn't put in whatever you wanted to. This is the 2013 model of it, so you can see the new and up-to-date version of it. It had this annoying little laugh you see here. There's several other catchphrases, and it's just so annoying. And I really don't like this one. Although you could imagine it's for anything. You can imagine it's china clay, you can imagine it's goods, you can imagine it's ballast. So it is versatile, but still not the nicest item. And it's made out of 90% plastic. Like all of this is plastic, all of that's plastic, wheels are plastic, even the little thing there's plastic. And I think this is like 50% plastic, the base even, because it has to have these little holes in it. So it's just like, really, are you using that much plastic on an item? So that's something to note. But I do have to say, means of item, they did get the other Troublesome truck you see here a little better. It has a kind of sad or disappointed or shocked face. Now, one thing I can know about both of these, they're copying a rickety's feature. They're copying the feature of when the wheel moves, it goes up and down, which I don't like. Rickety should have kept that, and they should have kept rickety in stock. But this one's okay. It has a lot more wood. Still not a lot of wood. This is just made out of wood now. This is still made out of partial plastic. And then it's a ballast car, so you can't really imagine a lot of things out of it. And if you're wanting to do classic TV series remakes, they did use a lot of ballast cars, but if you want to do more railway style like I am, there was almost no ballast in the early days of the railway series other than construction or maintenance. There was no ballast coming out of the island. Only when the ballast mines were opened on the Arsdale line was ballast being produced on the island of Sodor again. So that's something to note. And not all of the railway's traffic's ballast, because ballast is just purely for maintenance and construction. So if a railway's main source of goods traffic is ballast, then it doesn't have a profitable goods traffic now, does it? Because it's not getting paid for it. There was a lot of other models of Troublesome trucks. I could go on for hours telling you all of them. So I'm thinking I'm not going to go into that detail. And yeah, just look how much better a train looks. Like this, for example. This Troublesome trucks. Some classic items I'll put together for you here. Troublesome trucks, fuel tanker, and a brake van. Let me just move this onto the back line here so you can get a better view of it. These classic items. Now, which one do you think is more realistic? This train or the train that I'm placing here? Two aquarium cars. Never would a train be with open aquarium animals. And just think of it, why do they need glass on it? If they even were transporting it by train. 3 zoo animals. Gee, do you think that's safe? Little bars there, high speed moving, predator and prey that close to each other, and a random fog car. That sort of stuff is what they're trying to sell to you. And it's just not realistic. Like, which train do you think has a better chance of seeing out there at any point, anytime, anywhere? This train or the back train? Yeah, I thought so. So, that's my words on it. It's a real car, not just a car that will not be used for anything. I stopped buying at like 2002 or 3 because I was just so fed up of the fake rolling stock that you had for sale. So, that's one thing I just had to say. But the items that I'm reviewing, not this Ford stuff here, or even this stuff here, it's this stuff in here. This stuff is actually really nice and will add a lot of life to any collection or series. You can use them anywhere, anytime, any episode. It's just all around usage, and I just love them. I highly recommend them. If you don't have them, go out, buy one. I got my first one not too long ago, so yeah, they're just a really nice item. Well, thank you. Do all the things you like to do. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Dislike if you're so inclined to do so. And this is another train yard review. See you next time.